Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn and Talk. I'm your host, Sarah, and with me today is my favorite shopping buddy, though he calls himself a smart spender, Mateo.
Yeah, smart spender sounds way better than shopaholic, right?
Totally. But tell me honestly, when was the last time you went shopping just for one thing and came back with a whole cart?
Okay, I'll admit it. Yesterday, I went to buy toothpaste, just toothpaste, and somehow ended up with candles, a t-shirt, and an air fryer.
That's not shopping, that's an adventure. But that's exactly why today's topic is fun. We're talking about shopping and learning some smart English phrases you can use when you're buying or saving money.
Yeah, because everyone shops, whether it's for clothes, groceries, or that one thing you don't need but really want.
Exactly. So let's start with something simple. When you go shopping and you're trying to be polite, you can say, "I'm just looking, thank you." That's better than just saying, "No, I'm fine." It sounds softer, more natural, right?
Oh, yeah. And when you find something you like but want to know if there's a better price, you can ask, "Is this on sale?" Or "Do you have any discounts today?" It sounds confident, not cheap.
True. It's not about being cheap, it's about being smart. And if you're comparing options, you can say, "I'm going to shop around a bit." It means you'll check other stores or websites before deciding.
That's my favorite phrase because it gives me an excuse to scroll for hours. But seriously, people often feel shy asking about price or quality. In English, you can sound polite by using phrases like, "Could you tell me more about this product?" Or, "What's the return policy?"
Perfect examples. And if the salesperson is really helpful, you can say, "Thanks, I'll think about it." That's a nice way to say, "Not now," without being rude.
Yeah, that phrase has saved me many times when I was trying to escape a super pushy salesman.
We've all been there. You walk in for socks, and suddenly you're trying on sunglasses, belts, and a winter coat in July.
Exactly. But here's a pro tip. Learning these small phrases actually makes you sound confident while speaking English. Even something simple like saying, "Do you have this in a different size or color?" shows that you know how to handle real-life conversation.
Exactly, Mateo. Because shopping is not just about money. It's about confidence, choices, and sometimes resisting temptation.
Yeah, resisting temptation is a whole workout.
That's so true. And in the next part, we'll go deeper, talking about how to save money, how to talk about sales and discounts, and a few funny stories about how we failed at saving.
Oh no, don't remind me.
Stay tuned. It's going to be fun and super useful.
You know, Sarah, when it comes to saving money, I always plan to be smart, but somehow the sale sign just hypnotizes me.
Same here. It's like that red sale tag is whispering, "You're not spending money, you're saving money."
Exactly. That's the biggest lie we all believe. But, in English, we actually have some really useful phrases around this idea. Like when you buy something because it's cheap, you can say, "It was a bargain."
Oh, yes, that's a great one. It means you got a good deal. Like, "I got this jacket for $40. It was a bargain."
And my favorite, when you buy something that's too expensive but you love it anyway, you can say, "It cost me an arm and a leg."
Yeah, meaning it was super expensive. Like, "That designer bag cost me an arm and a leg, but it's worth it."
That's such a fun phrase. And sometimes people also say, "It's a ripoff," when something's not worth the price.
Exactly. Like when you buy coffee for $10 and it tastes like sadness.
Yes, $10 for sadness and foam. It's funny. The more we talk about money, the more I realize how emotional shopping is. We don't just buy things, we buy feelings, memories, sometimes even motivation.
Wow, that's deep, Sarah. But you're right. Like when you buy new workout shoes, you suddenly believe you'll wake up early tomorrow.
Yes, or when you buy a fancy planner and tell yourself, this year I'll finally be organized.
And then 2 weeks later, you're writing grocery lists in that same planner.
Guilty, but hey, let's give our listeners some smart, polite phrases they can use when talking about saving money in English.
Good idea. So if someone asks, do you want to eat out tonight? You can say, I'm trying to cut back on spending. It's a polite way to say you're saving money.
That's perfect. Or you could say, I'm on a budget right now. That's a supernatural phrase. Sounds responsible, not cheap.
Another one I love is, I'm saving up for something. Like, I'm saving up for a trip, or I'm saving up to buy a new laptop.
Yes, that one makes you sound goal-oriented. And if you want to sound really smart, you can use the phrase, I'm being careful with my expenses.
Ooh, that's classy. I might use that one next time my friends ask why I didn't order dessert.
Yeah, just say, I'm being careful with my expenses, not I'm broke.
Right. Sounds 10 times better.
And remember, learning these phrases doesn't just help you sound fluent, it helps you feel confident when talking about real-life money situations.
Exactly. Because English isn't just grammar and words. It's how we connect through daily situations like shopping, eating, or saving.
Well said. And in a moment, we're going to talk about one of the trickiest parts, online shopping. How do you talk about buying things online, returns, refunds, and all that drama?
Oh boy, I have some stories about that.
Can't wait to hear them. Stay tuned, everyone. It's about to get even more interesting.
So, Mateo, let's talk about the modern battlefield, online shopping.
Oh no, don't remind me. That's my weakness. One add to cart click and suddenly my wallet starts crying.
Yep, and then comes the email, your order has been shipped, and you're like, wait, what did I even buy?
Exactly. I swear, sometimes I forget. Like last week I got a package and thought it was a gift. Then I checked the label and realized I gifted it to myself 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I love that. But seriously, online shopping is where so many people learn real English phrases because you see them everywhere.
True. Like when you see out of stock, that means sorry, it's gone. Or limited time offer. That's the sneaky one that makes you buy fast.
Yes, and buy one, get one free. That's the magic spell nobody can resist.
Oh, absolutely. Even when you don't need to. You end up thinking, well, it's basically free, and boom, you've got 2 toasters.
I know. I once bought 3 pairs of shoes because the ad said buy 2, get 1 free. I convinced myself I was saving money, but really I spent more.
That's what I call smart stupidity.
I love that. You should trademark it. But speaking of being smart, there are so many useful English expressions you'll see while shopping online.
Yeah, like when you read proceed to checkout, which means you're ready to pay, or apply coupon code, where you can type a discount code to save money.
And don't forget estimated delivery date. That's when you'll probably get your package.
Keyword, probably, because sometimes that 3-day delivery turns into 3 weeks later.
Oh, I know. Then you write to customer support and say, I haven't received my order yet.
Or, can I get a refund? That's a powerful one.
Yes, and when something's broken or wrong, you can say, the item arrived damaged. That's the polite way to say, hey, this isn't what I paid for.
And then they reply with, we apologize for the inconvenience. I swear, that's their favorite sentence.
It's like customer service poetry. But honestly, these are such a real-life English phrases people use daily, especially those learning English.
Totally. Because it's not just textbook stuff. It's practical. Like when you order food, clothes, or gadgets. These phrases help you sound natural and confident.
And it's also great listening practice. Even reading product reviews helps you understand tone and context in English.
Yeah, reviews are gold. Like when someone writes, Didn't meet my expectations. That's polite code for I hated it.
Exactly. Or would not recommend. That's a gentle way of saying don't waste your money.
So true. And we all know someone who writes novel-length reviews for a $5 item.
Oh, yes, those people are heroes. But hey, the phrases in those reviews teach real conversational English. Polite complaints, opinions, experiences, all super helpful.
Absolutely. And that's what I love about our topic today. We're not just talking about shopping, we're teaching the English of everyday life.
Exactly, because English isn't just something you study, it's something you live.
Nicely said, Sarah. And I can't wait for what's next. Maybe we can talk about how people negotiate or bargain, when they try to get a better deal.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. Bargaining, deals, and discounts. Let's get into that next.
So, Mateo, let's talk about the real sport of shopping, bargaining.
Oh, yes. The ancient art of, can you give me a better price?
Exactly. And you know what's funny? In some countries, people are shy to bargain, but in others, it's a must.
Yeah, in some markets, if you don't bargain, they think you're not serious.
Right. I remember when I went to a local market in Mexico, I wanted to buy a handmade bag. The seller said $40, I said $25, and after 10 minutes of smiles, laughs, and a little drama, I got it for $28.
That's how it's done, Sarah. You start low, they start high, and you meet in the middle.
Exactly. And for English learners, it's a great chance to practice polite negotiation phrases.
True. You don't want to sound rude, so instead of saying, that's too expensive, you can say, that's a bit more than I expected.
Nice. Or, can you do a better price? Simple and polite.
Or, is there any discount if I buy two? That's my favorite.
Always looking for a deal, huh?
Of course, my wallet appreciates it.
You know what's interesting? The way people talk about money says a lot about their culture.
Oh, for sure. In some places, people are super direct. Give me a discount. But in others, they're more gentle. Like, is there a special offer today?
Yes, and sometimes you just have to smile and say, oh, I really like it, but my budget is limited.
That's a classic. Sellers usually melt a little when you say budget. It's like the magic word.
And speaking of budget, I think people forget how powerful it is to plan before shopping.
Totally. Making a list saves so much money. Otherwise, you go in for just one thing and come out with 10.
Been there. You go to buy toothpaste and leave with a new lamp, snacks, and a candle you didn't need.
Exactly. And that's where useful English comes in again. When you're in stores, you can say, I'm just browsing, which means I'm looking but not buying yet.
Yes, that's a nice one. Or, do you have this in a different color or size?
Classic shopping phrase.
And my favorite is this on sale? Because you never know. Sometimes there's a hidden discount.
Mateo, I feel like you're a shopping pro in disguise.
I prefer the term budget-conscious expert.
That's perfect. But I agree, learning these phrases really helps people communicate better and even save money.
Exactly. You feel more confident, less nervous, and you actually enjoy shopping because you can talk naturally.
That's the best part. English that's not just for the classroom, but for real life.
Yes, and even for fun situations like bargaining with a friendly shopkeeper or asking for a deal online.
So true. And you never know, maybe one day you'll use these same phrases while traveling because shopping talk is universal.
Absolutely. Whether you're buying coffee in New York or souvenirs in Bangkok, these little English phrases go a long way.
Well said, Mateo. But before we finish, I want to talk about one last thing, how to be polite and positive while shopping in English, because it's not just what you say, it's how you say it.
Oh, I love that part. Let's go there next.
So, Mateo, before we wrap up, let's talk about something really important.
how to sound polite and positive while shopping in English.
Oh, yes, that's a big one. Because even if you use the right words, if your tone sounds cold or rushed, it can change the whole meaning.
Exactly. For example, if you say, "How much is this?" in a flat tone, it sounds fine. But if you add a little smile and say, "Excuse me, how much is this?" suddenly it feels friendly.
Totally. That little excuse me is magic. It's like adding sugar to coffee. Small, but makes a big difference.
I love that. And even when asking for help, you can sound polite with small words like, "Could you help me find this in a larger size?" instead of, "Do you have this in large?"
Yes, that could you makes it soft and respectful. And when you finish talking, don't forget to say, "Thank you so much." Those words can make someone's whole day better.
You're right. I always say shopping is not just about buying things, it's about human connection. A little kindness can make any conversation smoother.
And it also helps you get better service. If you're polite, people are more willing to help or give a small discount.
Exactly. I once went to a small boutique where I just smiled and said, "You have such lovely designs." The owner gave me 10% off without me asking.
See? Compliments are free but powerful. You never know where they'll take you.
And for our English learners, this is such a great reminder. Being polite isn't only grammar or vocabulary, it's attitude. The words, the tone, the smile, all together create real communication.
Well said, Sarah. So if we sum it up, when shopping in English, remember 3 things. Be polite, be clear, and be smart with your money.
Exactly. And use those smart shopping phrases we talked about. "I'm just browsing." "Is this on sale?" "Could you do a better price?" "Do you have this in a different color?" "That's a bit more than I expected."
Those phrases are like your shopping survival kit. Keep them ready. You'll sound confident and friendly anywhere in the world.
Absolutely. And remember, practice makes progress. Try these phrases next time you go shopping, even online. Type them in chats or just say them aloud to practice your pronunciation.
I love that idea. And if you're listening right now, tell us in the comments, what's your favorite English phrase for shopping? Or maybe your funniest shopping story?
Oh, yes. I'd love to read those. And don't forget, if you enjoyed today's episode, give us a big thumbs up and subscribe to Learn and Talk.
Because here, learning English isn't just about grammar, it's about living the language.
Beautifully said, Mateo. Thanks for joining me today. As always, a fun and smart conversation.
The pleasure's mine, Sarah, and to everyone listening, happy shopping and happy learning.
See you all in the next episode of Learn and Talk. Until then, keep smiling, keep practicing, and remember, English can be fun every day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.